This is RHM for RHM Movie Reviews. Alright, this is now the second one that is, I'm going to be talking about movies based on books. Alright, the first one, and just so you know, the next few are Disney movies, so hopefully you're okay with it. First one is Hunchback of Notre Dame. Now this is a book, it is based on a book by author Victor Hugo. And if you have a special edition version of Beauty and the Beast, you do the story behind the story special feature. You go down to where it says Hunchback of Notre Dame. It actually talks about the fact that Victor Hugo himself, when he visited Notre Dame, or Notre Dame, however you pronounce, I think it's Notre Dame. When you watch it, it'll say that Victor Hugo actually saw a word in French, or in the dead language of Latin, that meant hope or love. I forgot which. That's what he based his book on. And this movie has a great cast. Yes, it was Disneyized or Disneyfied, however you want to say it. Yes, because they added 3 more characters. They got the gargoyles talking in this. And it's very good. I like it. I actually, I'm okay with it. I like the other movies better, but they're good. Excuse me. Next one, and I didn't even know Fox and the Hound was based on a book. But it is. It is based on a book by Daniel P. Mannix. Yeah. This was, as far as I know, the only animated movie Kurt Russell has done. I know the late Mickey Rooney had probably done other anime movies. I'm not sure. But it's a great cast. The rest of the actors are good too. And it's so interesting that I don't know if Corey Feldman and Kurt Russell will ever get to do a movie together again. But since they both played the same character but at different ages, like the pup in Fox and the Hound is when Copper is a pup, that is Corey Feldman. I did not know that. I was so surprised. And then when it's adult Copper is Kurt Russell, and he does an amazing job. And I know he is a Disney legend. And I know I can't wait to see him maybe do another Disney anime movie if they ask him to do it. Alright, moving on. Now, this next book is a movie, The Great Mouse Detective. It's actually based on a book by Eve Titus and Paul Galdone. An amazing cast. The late Vincent Price does an excellent job at playing the villain in this movie. And it is based on a book that is by those authors that actually is called Basil of Baker Street. And as I said, it's an amazing cast. I know, yeah, and like the rest of you, there was only one actor for that movie that I only knew. And it's the late Vincent Price. And he did such a good job with that movie. And he obviously has done great work before and after this movie came out. Now, moving on. Now, the next two movies are based on books by Charles Dickens. Now, I had never read these books. Like I said in the previous episode, most of these books I had never read, but the other ones I have. I will tell you what books I have read, but I do suggest you read the books before you see the movie. Now, this is Oliver and Company. The first one is Oliver and Company is based on Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens. And yeah, the great cast. Yes, Billy Joel actually does get to be in a movie. And this is probably, I'm not sure if it was Bette Midler's, it was probably her first Walt Disney Pictures movie. Because later on, she was asked to do Hocus Pocus. And I believe she had done, before that, movies for the Walt Disney Company. But this was the first one she did for pictures, for only one she's done for animation. Until she gets to do another one for animation, this is the only one she's done. The next one, and Hocus Pocus, is actually Walt Disney Pictures. So, and the next one is an amazing movie, A Christmas Carol. Well, it's called Disney's A Christmas Carol. As I said, it's based on a book by Charles Dickens called A Christmas Carol. Now, this is only the latest version of A Christmas Carol Disney has done. As I said when I was talking about the Muppet movies, the Walt Disney Company has done it 3 times. Now, for the episodes after this, I will be talking about holiday movies you can watch during the holidays. And during that time, I will talk about Mickey's A Christmas Carol, because that DVD has 2 other shorts. 2 other shorts that go with it. Alright, moving on. As I said with the Muppet movies, the Walt Disney Company has done Treasure Island more than once. They've done it 3 times, like with A Christmas Carol. Yes, Treasure Planet is actually based on Treasure Island, the book by Robert Louis Stevens. Now, this has an amazing cast, because you have David Hawkins, you have Emma Thompson in her first Disney movie, one of her first Disney movies, because she has done other Disney movies because she recently has done the live action version of Beauty and the Beast. I can't wait for her to do another Disney movie. And Joseph Gordon-Levitt, as I said, David Hyde Pierce. I'm trying to think of the other actors. I can't really put them down, but alright, and this is the only movie, Prime Purchase, movie besides the Bollywood version of this called Bride and Prejudice, that is based on a book by Jane Austen. I do not have Emma, although if you watch a Miss Mojo video called Movies You Didn't Know That Were Based on Books, it says that Clueless was supposed to be a take on Emma. I don't see it, because I watched the movie and I read alternate versions of Jane Austen novels. As I said, with the fairy tales books, with the princess movies, the author, Jane James, is an author that I really like. She did an excellent job at doing a retelling of Jane Austen's novels. Most of those novels I've never read. As I said, I never read Emma. I never read Sense and Sensibility. Any other popular Jane Austen books. I've never read them. Now, the next couple books next 2 are something else. Both movies actually have the Snow White from Once Upon a Time starring. First one is Something Borrowed, and for the books, I think there's 2 other books in the series. Something Borrowed is very good. I like it because the lead character, Jennifer Goodwin's character, is named Rachel. I like that. I think it's cute. And it actually is spelled the correct way, which I like. And now, I've never heard of this book, honestly. Before the movie came out, I had never heard of the book. But if you watch a special feature on this movie, it says one of the... And I'm not sure about the others, but if you watch the making of that movie, it is an amazing movie. I think there was a making of it where the authors, Greg Bernhardt and Liz Tosilio. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your last names, but hopefully I did a good job. But yeah, that movie is good because supposedly the guy was got started on Sex and the City, or they wrote a scene, an episode together of Sex and the City that's pretty good. All right, moving on. And the next three are based on American Girl doll stories. Now, I only have the one American Girl that has not been made into a movie. I actually do hope it someday Julia Roberts and her production company will make it into a movie, but who knows? Now, I'm doing this in the way they came out, so. And Once Upon a Time fans, I hope you're okay with me talking about this. Yes, Rebecca Mader, our Wicked Witch of the West, Zelina, is in this movie. And she is really... Samantha, American Girl Holiday, is really good. Now, all the American Girl movies are actually based on the book series by Valerie Tripp. Yeah, this is really good. And go figure, when Rebecca Mader's character in this book gives Samantha a book, the book, believe it or not, is entitled The Wizard of Oz. And go figure, later on in Rebecca Mader's career, she got to play the Wicked Witch of the West. Alright, the next one, as I said, this is a movie, made for a TV movie that links Divergent series to 50 Shades of Grey movie series. Because that is Shailene Woodley on the cover. She played Felicity, where Marcia Gay Harden played her on-screen mom in this. And it's very good, an amazing cast. And as I said, it's amazing. It's a really good movie. Now, just before I talk about the next one, there is one more that I have that was a big screen movie called Kit Kittredge. Now, that is a good movie. I still want to talk about it because I got 3. I don't need to talk about it anymore. Because actually, that is a good book. Not book. Movie. That is a great movie. And it's based on the time before Maui. Because I think that's 1930s, 20s, and 30s. Alright, next one. Last American Girl movie. Molly and American Girl on the Home Front has an amazing cast. Believe it or not, Molly Ringwald, a ace, pop icon, if you will. The star of most of the John Hughes movies in the 80s, or 3 John Hughes movies from the 80s. Yeah, the 3 movies she's known for Pretty in Pink, Breakfast Club, and 16 Candles, which are all good. Well, actually, no. I know about Breakfast Club and 16 Candles. I'm not too sure about Pretty in Pink. But she does an excellent job as the on-screen mom in this. And the rest of the cast is amazing too. Alright. Next one is based on Greek mythology. Now, I don't know if Disney is going to do any other movies that are based on Greek mythology. Hopefully someday they will, but I don't know if they will have or even think about it. Hercules. Great cast, and there is another version that's a miniseries where Hercules is, yes, half god, half human. He's a demigod. Now, I know I actually mentioned in Once Upon a Time Facebook fan group in a post that I found it interesting on the show Once Upon a Time that an actor who played Hercules in a miniseries, well, it was a 2-part miniseries, but still, he ended up playing Lord Macintosh on the show. Go figure. Alright, the next, and Hercules has a great cast. Tate Donovan, Susan Egan, great. And Susan Egan went on to, after this, years later, got to do a Disney Channel original movie called Gotta Kick It Up, and I do suggest you watch it because it is a great movie. Alright. And I'm going to talk, I know if you're religious, you might like this because this next movie because it is based on the story of Moses. And there are other 2 live action movies that are based on the story of Moses. That's the 10 Commandments, and I'm trying to remember the Christian Bale movie that recently came out a couple of years ago. That is also based on the story of Moses, where he actually plays Christian Bale does play Moses. And it's Prince of Egypt. This is really good. Great cast, great music. And as I said, it's an amazing movie. Great stunning effects. Great animation. Not as great as the Disney movies, but still, it's good. Now, the last one, King Arthur. Now, there are other versions of King Arthur out there, but this is supposed to be a fact-based version of King Arthur. Now, there are 2 miniseries that talk about Merlin. That I don't know if it was Sci-Fi who did because it says Hallmark Entertainment, and those are good, really good, because Sam Neeson actually plays Merlin. I would say those are good movies, great cast for those, great cast for this. And if I remember correctly, when producer Jerry Bruckheimer saw that Keira Knightley was all buffed up when she went to the premiere of the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie, that's how she got the role of Guinevere in this, because she was buff up. She showed she could be buff. But this isn't the only time she got to play a character named Guinevere, but she also did play Guinevere, Robin Hood star in The Princess of Thieves, which is actually a pretty good version of Robin Hood, but it's sort of like a sequel to Robin Hood. So, and next couple episodes will be me talking about holiday movies or more movies based on books. So this is RHM for RHM Movie Reviews signing off.